What it do, man? It's your boy Battle Truth coming to you live and direct from the Battle Truth headquarters. Let's get right off into this, man. Remy Ma, man, releases the first round of the female tournament that's taking place on Chrome 23 for the $25,000 at stake. And 40 bars and C3, two good friends, went up against one another. For the most part, 40 bars can't take away from her resume, her body of work, and what she do for female battle rap. But I just got to keep it real, babe. This was a terrible loss. It looked it bad, and it was bad all the way around. I'm talking about. I was excited to see her battle because, you know, when 40 got herself together, she make it look good, man. She come in with the nice outfits on, man, everything was taken away in this battle, man. I was so offended in this. I was very offended in this. I'm just keeping it real. I was. So many things went wrong in this, and I'm gonna talk about what's going on. But let me just go a little deeper, man. Let me just say some things. So 40 bars, when she come on, she didn't have none of her stuff. It's like when she lose bad. I'm talking about when she choke, it's bad. It just ain't like soon as she choke from that point on, it's downhill. It gets as worse in chess is. We ain't even got to really talk about. Congratulations to C3. Even though I hate when you disrespect God, C3, you need to stop doing that trash. I get you a so-called lesbian, and I know that a lot of lesbians and homosexuals hate God because they don't like that God condemns homosexuality and that God let it be written in his word that no homosexual will enter the kingdom of heaven. So these homosexuals hate God because they want to change, and then they want to think that his word ain't true and that won't nothing happen as a result of their actions. So you see a lot of homosexuals always lashing out against God as a result of them knowing that God don't approve of of sin. First of all, let's get this clear. God don't approve of sin, period. But there are sins that are greater than other sins. Homosexuality is one of those sins that God say is greater than other sins. This sin is called an abomination before God. God hates it more than anything. Okay? So they don't like the fact that God condemns it. They don't like the fact that the Bible calls it shameful and unnatural. They don't like the fact that God said whoever practicing these things is going to go to hell. So as a result of that, they choose their sexual life over God, thinking they're going to prove God wrong in the end, and you're not. You're going to find out you wasted your whole life because you wanted to bust a nut and went straight to hell when you could have busted a nut with a woman. You could have busted a nut with a man. I'm talking about opposite sex, not same sex. So the same nut you busting with somebody else, you could doing evil, you could have did it in righteousness. But that's how ignorant y'all is because you don't get it. Anyway, excuse me. That's another story. This was a bad battle, and it was hard to watch all the way around. It was hard to watch. It was hard to watch. 40 got smoked from beginning to end. It wasn't even close. She choked all three battles, and it was ugly. I'm keeping it real. It was ugly. It was ugly all the way around. Sweetheart, where is your makeup at? Where is your makeup at? You cannot be doing battles knowing that you one of the top echelon of female battle rap. Seeing that people be looking forward to seeing you. You got this. You got to keep up this image, man, when it's showtime. She came to the battle. I didn't know who she was. It just looked terrible. And I just knew right then and there, this was going to be a long night for her because this takes away your confidence when you ain't looking good. And it's crazy. This Remy Ma, y'all know how Remy Ma coming there styling. Man, this was terrible, man. She didn't have on no makeup. So she was looking real old. I'm like, 40. Where's the makeup at? This was terrible. This looked it terrible. This was bad all the way around. It was terrible. I'm like, ugh, no. There's no way C3 should be looking better than you by the face. There is no way C3 should be looking more attractive than 40 bars by the face. But this go to show you, man, the power of makeup and the wonders that it can do. Y'all ever seen Oprah Winfrey without her makeup on? She looked terrible. But when Oprah Winfrey got that makeup on, man, she be looking like she in her 30s. Whoever do her makeup deserve an award because they be having her looking good. I don't know how they lift the skin. I don't know how they fix the eyes. But Oprah makeup artist should get a Grammy Award. That girl is cold. And 40, you looking like Oprah without the makeup on, man, when you was battling. Oh, sweetheart, come on. You can't forget the makeup kit. You, come on, man. You one of the top girls in the game. You one of the top girls in the game. Come on, don't forget the makeup. Come on. Come on. This was embarrassing, man. This was embarrassing. This was an embarrassing battle, man. I'm talking about everything was messed up. The makeup was messed up. The outfits wasn't good. What happened to, yeah, Remy said she lost a lot of money. Remy said she lost a lot of money. And she started out getting their hair done. She started out everybody having makeup people doing their makeup. Not no more. Ain't no more makeup now. And it's crazy because it showed, man, like, come on. That the hairstyles of the girls wasn't good, man. They had hats on that looked like they came with the wigs. It's like if you put this hat on, like the hat came with a wig. That's what it looked like. They hairstyles looked like it came with a wig. Like there was a wig on the hat. Like you put the hat and wig on. You just put the hat on and a wig. I was like, you can even see the spikiness in the wigs. I'm like, come on, man. This Showtime, this pay-per-view. Y'all in a venue with stars and rappers. Looking like y'all just got picked up from the bus stop. It looking like y'all just got off the bus. Like with tokens. I'm like, oh man, come on. No, don't do this to me. See, because I'm looking forward to, okay, if she lose, at least she gonna be looking good. They got on them sweatpants. It's like, oh my gosh. No. Terrible, man. 40 trying to freestyle. She messing up so bad. It just got worse and worse and worse. Worse and worse and worse, man. I'm talking about it was terrible. I'm going to keep it real. 40 bars would have won this battle if she would have got through her bars. Because people was there for her to win. If she would have got through her round, she would have won. It didn't matter what C3 said. They were going to get a battle to 40. The judges were going to give it to 40. Facts. I know this for a fact. I seen that. I'm going to address them judges too. I saw that. She just couldn't get through her material. So they made it, so they made it easy to give C3 the win. But if 40 would have got through her material, C3, you was going to lose. You was going to lose. I'm keeping it 100. Because they definitely made it their business. They definitely made it their business to actually make sure that she was going to win that battle when she got through her rounds. This was a terrible battle as far as like with 40. C3 did her thing. C3 was wigging all 3 rounds. She was flawless, man. Her flow was on point, man. She was moving. You know, C3 just got some mental issues because, again, as a result of that lesbianism, she hate God. You need to stop that, girl. Come on. Have some respect about yourself, okay? Okay? I'm just telling you what's real. Anybody who loves you should be telling you this stuff. You better than that. Stop depriving yourself of your family and your children. You should be, as a woman, you should be happy to want to see the birth of your daughter, the birth of your son. Don't deprive them life as a means of wanting to have sex and bust a nut when you could do that anyway. You depriving life from your own bloodline. I'm sorry, I can't help it. I got to keep it real. You depriving life from your own bloodline. That's selfish. And this is one of the reasons why God said that this sin sent people to hell. You didn't cut off your entire bloodline. You cut it off. You depriving your daughters who's supposed to be born from being born, which means you wiping out their children and their children and their children. You killing your own bloodline because of selfishness and you being in love with somebody else selfishly, which means y'all don't even love each other. You can't love each other because it ain't love. How is it love if the devil created it? The devil created homosexuality. That's a fact. Y'all can let these people fool y'all all y'all want. Y'all can be blinded by truth all y'all want, but you can't get around the truth that was here before you was even born. We know the origins of homosexuality. We know the origins of it. And as a result of the origins of it, we understand the spirit behind it. And y'all don't never look at the real truth of what you sacrificing, of what you giving up, of what's happening, and what's going on. And you living a selfish life where you don't even care about your own bloodline. You done sold out your own children to eat pussy, to suck dick. We got to call it like it is. I'm sorry. It's the truth. That's what you done sold your kids out for. That's what you done sold your bloodline out for. Men who having sex with men, women who having sex with women, you done sold out your whole bloodline as a means of living a selfish life. That's just the fact. And that's the problem with what's going on. Nobody can tell y'all nothing. You want to blame everybody for your failures and what went wrong in your life rather than fixing your life and correcting the problem. You allowing your past to continue to make you a victim. Rather you liberating yourself from the problems that happened in your life when you were young, that you are now grown, that nobody have power over you anymore. So you're using that as an excuse to stay stuck in your sin to destroy your own self. And then you want to hate God for it. You don't win this. You know what's pathetic about this whole thing? If something happening to you when you die, people want to put you straight in heaven. No! That's not where you're going. Matter of fact, people who die, they die before their time as a result of this living. So if you do die, you're going to die before your time as a result of your lifestyle. So it ain't only the judgment that's waiting for you after death. It's what led to your death also as a result of your lifestyle. You people act like y'all can't stand to hear the truth. Neither do you want to change. Neither do you want to fix and correct the problems. That's the problem. That's the very exact problem that's going on in the world right now today in society. They deny and reject the truth. That's what they do. And as a means of that, many of you suffer. Many of you put yourselves in situations where you give up and you become self-defeated. You don't know your worth. You don't know your value. So you treat yourself like shit as a result of not knowing your worth and your value. Forgive me, Lord. But it's the truth. The harsh truth that people need to hear as a means of being rebellious and giving yourself over to the devil, calling it love, calling it liberty, calling it freedom, when it's not. It's not what liberty is. That's not what love is. That's not what freedom is. The Bible says God is love. And if you're not connected with God, you don't know what love is. You operating in feelings that lead you astray and deceive you. Liberty, the freedom to worship God without being oppressed, to do the right thing that God commands you to do without being oppressed. The liberty to walk in truth, not a lie. The liberty to do what is right. Y'all sit there calling each other friends, watching each other die, knowing each other going to hell. That's not a friend. That's an enemy. That's what your enemy's supposed to do. Your enemies watch you die. Your enemies tell you lies. Your enemies don't have your best interests. But a person who loves you tell you the truth, even if it means you don't get mad at them. That's why I tell y'all this. It's obvious I don't tell y'all this for views and subscribers, because this don't get you views and subscribers. Okay? It don't. Being a born again, Bible believing Christian is not popular to the world. We hated by the world because we turn on the lights that is in you that God trying to deliver you out of. It's not for popularity. If I wanted to be accepted, I would just roll over and just comply with everything this community would want me to do. But I don't. And I'm not better than anybody else because I was in ignorance too. The only difference is God put me in a position where he got my heart ready to receive the truth, that I was able to repent of my sins, accept him as the Lord and Savior, and I was written in the Lamb Book of Life forever. So no matter what happened to me, to die is the game. I'm going straight to heaven. Whether I stay here and I'm still being blessed on this earth as a result of walking with God while I'm here, or whether I die, I still go to heaven. To die is the game. I'm blessed whether I live. I'm blessed whether I die. I'm blessed either way. With that being said, it's your boy Battle Truth. It ain't my judgment. That's a question. It's yours. Hit the link in the description box. Subscribe to Battle Truth.